pistol caliber carbines. Whether you're in the backyard plinking, running some competition, or LARPing in the woods with your boys, these are always a great way to have fun without breaking the bank. So I brought out 6 different PCCs. These are some of my favorite, and they all function a little bit different. So we're gonna test ergonomics, shootability, and functionality. And we're gonna figure out which is the best PCC overall. So starting over here, we got an MPX. I think this is probably gonna be the most popular one, but it's like $3,000. Then we got the PSA AKV. This is one of my favorites. Then of course we got the good old MP5. This is a PTR upper on an Aeronox MP5 lower. Then we got the new CMMG Descent chambered in 45 ACP, the CMMG Banshee. Then we got the good old space gun from Chris. This is the Vector in 45 ACP. So first test is gonna be manual of arms. All of these load a little bit differently, so I'm gonna do on the timer, on the table, unloaded, pick it up, load it in a mag, load it, 2 shots on target as fast as we can go. See which one does it best. Before we get started, I gotta thank today's sponsor. Today's sponsor is gonna be tacpac. Tacpac. Tacpac is a monthly subscription service that sends you tactical gear to your house every single month. Let's go ahead and check out what is in this month's TacPack. First up, we got some good old mechanic gloves. You can never have too many of these things laying around. Then we got some good old Walker razors. You can never have too much ear pro. I feel like I'm always losing or forgetting these places, so good to have these around. You guys probably can't see a damn thing because of that glare, but I'll show you afterwards. And we got a stainless steel water container from Tumbler. This is made to look like a 9-bang flash grenade. Also, that was awesome. Then right here, we got the Halo Optics rangefinder, the good old T-Rex t-shirt TacPack edition. Then you got a Radian charging handle, a Reptilia CQG grip. I did it twice. That's, you guys seen that. AMB 50-degree safety selector for your rifle. Some good old sticky targets, and of course you can't forget the good old wiener sticker. So right now TacPack Plus is doing their highest valued box ever. It's worth $388 this month, so you don't want to miss this. I also have a code for you guys that's going to give you a free box worth $98, bringing the total value to $486 for this month. New subscribers could use code PEW to get that free box worth $98. TacPack has 2 different tiers, the standard and the plus. The standard costs $59.95 and typically has a value of $90 to $120 inside of the box. And TacPack Plus is going to cost you $139.95, but the value of the box is typically around $240 to $300. But this month, the value of your box is going to be $388. Remember to use code PEW and you're also going to get a box valued at $98, bringing your total value to $486. Thank you, TacPack, for sponsoring another video. Let's get back to it. First up, we got the PSA AKV. I can't AK very well, so I'm not going to be as fast with this, but with a PSA, you do have a bolt release on this side, so it'll save some time. I won't have to come underneath of it to charge it. 247 MP5. These things are not for speed. These bitches are built for comfort. You ready? $279. SIG MPX. This will be a little bit quicker because it is an AR-15 platform, so you got AR-15 controls. Also, this one is ambi, so when I get the mag in, I can just hit that with my index finger. Save a little bit of time. 222. That trigger is so bad, I was like stuttering on it, thinking it was gonna go off. 331. Not a very fast gun. CMMG Descent 45. Got caught up on my sweatshirt. But 253. CMMG Banshee. 232. All right, let's talk about the operating systems of these PCCs a little bit. This one right here, the CMMG Banshee, is a radial delay blowback. So basically your bolt goes in, it locks, goes bang, waits a second, so your recoil is a little bit smoother than like a direct blowback. These things are priced around $1,500, but it's like a AR-15 platform. So you can do any brace, stock, any trigger, any pistol grip. There's all sorts of aftermarket parts for an AR-15 platform. So if you're somebody that likes to customize their gun, this is a great option. Same story over here with the new CMMG Descent. Still the radial delayed blowback, but it's bufferless. You can put a side folding stock or brace on it, and you can AK it. You can also flip it over to the other side of the gun if you want to run that. I just run the True North hand stops on everything, so it's directly in my way. Over here is probably a little bit faster to get on your gun, but AKing, it's fun. I just want to show you guys the recoil difference in between 9mm and this 45. So we'll start over here with the MPX. Just gonna go in the dirt, just watch recoil. 45 ACP. That's insane, dude. Like slightly more muzzle rise maybe, but this thing is super light shooting. So we got radial delayed blowback right here, buffer and bufferless. I don't know what's going on up in here, some magic with their buffer system. I don't know, but for a 45 ACP, that thing shoots softer than most of the 9mm up here. That thing is crazy good, and I like 45, so. We're gonna skip this one because I don't know jack shit about it, so pause. But MPX right here, this is a piston operating system, and you still got all your AR-15 controls, also buffaloes. Great white buffalo.
The great what?
Great white buffalo.
Why are you guys whispering?
Great white buffalo.
That was really helpful, you guys. Thank you.
Also bufferless, so you can put a side folding stock on it. Also do all your cool, crazy stuff that you could with an AR-15. Bad thing about these is you cannot just drop a regular AR-15 trigger in it. You got to get MPX triggers, and not very many companies make them. I think this is a Timney trigger. I don't know. I didn't put the gun together. The good old MP5. This is a roller delayed system. Good old German engineering. These things are awesome to shoot. Super soft shooting. If you've ever shot an MP5, you know what I'm talking about. Only shitty part is these triggers were made to be full auto, so running them semi-auto is not easy to do. These things are fairly slow. I think you can get trigger packs for them, but they're like $400 or $500. These things were made in the 80s, so fair enough, but it's still nostalgic. It's just fun to have. These are awesome backyard plinkers. Then we got the PSA AKV. This thing is direct blowback. This is probably one of my favorite guns sitting on the table to shoot at the range, just because the ALG trigger in it is very easy to bump fire. So yeah, that's just fun.
It go Bert.
It go Bert. These things are also like $800-900. I think this one's like $1,100 because it's got the full rail that likes to party down here. For a cheap gun, I have put thousands of rounds through this thing. We haven't had any issues with it. That's a lie. I broke the firing pin in like the first 300 rounds. But after that, after market firing pin, it's been fine. This is a solid gun. Obviously, it's not as fast as the AR-15 style guns, but if you are an AK guy, it'll probably be right up your alley. But it's 9mm and we can afford the ammo for it. These ALG triggers in these things are so controllable when you're bump firing. You can do like 2 or 3 round bursts on targets. No, this is not full auto. Don't come shoot my dog. But here you go. It's just badass. It's cool that you can do that. I don't have to like belt loop it or anything like that. If I just loosely hold it into my shoulder and just tap the trigger without gripping this. Go off. Obviously you can do singles or you can just let her eat. All that for like $1,000. These things are fucking awesome. Here we got the space gun. I don't fully understand how this thing works, but it is delay blowback, but it does like one of these things. So your felt recoil is not straight back into your shoulder. Instead it goes down and this stock bitch slaps the hell out of you. This thing was made by some mad scientists that probably went to SDI. So if you want to be a mad scientist, you should probably go to SDI and hit the link down in the description below. Get your start in gunsmithing today. That was smooth, but stuff like the Chris Vector, it's hard to accessorize. I mean, they make some aftermarket parts for it, but it's nothing like an AR-15 style rifle where you can just add whatever the hell you want. Got one right here that I put as many aftermarket stuff on it as I could find, like this thing, but this thing weighs like 15 pounds. I mean, for a 45 ACP, not ideal. I like the old style better because you can put a side folder on it instead of the buffer tube. I don't know why they went to a buffer tube. This design is a little bit better. I think as far as shootability or manual of arms, the MPX is taking it because AR-15 controls, and this one is ambi. A close second is gonna be the CMMG Banshee, because again, AR-15 controls. So if you're an AR guy, you're used to AR-15 controls. These three are gonna be for you, but this one is probably gonna be the quickest. It was made for competition. Then over here, we got the good old Chris Vector. These things are just sweet to look at, but I don't wanna run it in a competition, and I don't wanna shoot it a whole lot, because that thing bitch slaps the hell out of you when you shoot it. So it's fun for about 1 mag. Just a cool novelty item to hang on the wall and show the boys. Over here, you got the good old MP5. Now this is just a timeless classic. It's just fun to shoot. These things never get old. I can take to the range and shoot it all day long. But if I could only choose one sitting on this table right here, the PSA AKV is taking it, because this thing is just awesome. It's fun, it's cheap, it's reliable. That is all we got for you guys. Thanks for watching. Operation system. Operational system? Operation system. Operating system. Is this what I said? We took the long way, but we got there.